In Japan, we have the beautiful 4 seasons, and also we have a lot of rain. As in rainy day, the space beneath the roof is not dark. Because of the reflections, the space is getting very rich. And also, at the same time, the smell of rain is very, very beautiful. I like the smell of rain very much. And then, rainy day is not bad day. The tourist center in Asakusa, it is just next to the old temple. But only in the temple we can find the beautiful series of roof. My idea is that we should go back to the roof, but in the vertical way. The stacking that roof, we're stacking the 7 roofs in the one building. The good thing for the roof is the shadow. And in the normal box building, there is no shadow. And no shadow means no spirit. In traditional Japanese space, the most important space is the void. We call that kind of void space ma. In the void, we can feel the change of light, the change of time, the change of smell, change of temperatures, because this is void. And void is a sensor. The void and the human body are working together to feel something. In my architectural design, I always think about where is the void in my building. And if I can create void for our project, the project is successful. The Light Museum itself is not big project, but so we want to create a smaller the space in the bigger museum. The small space can give the special experience. The contrast of the smallness and the bigger space can create something, I believe. And then for me, the smallness is very, very important. When I grew up in the traditional Japanese house, built in 1920s, covered by roof tiles, the wooden frames, and the rice paper screens, and the plan is just a square. But I still remember the special experiences from that space. The smell of mosquito net and smell of tatami are beautifully combined, and I was so happy. And me and my sisters were playing in the mosquito net, so we really enjoy the beginning of summer. We have 2 spaces in the Royal Academy. As I try to create the 2 kind of void, and also the 2 void has a 2 different smell. The first void is the smell of hinoki, the Japanese cypress, and the second void smell is the Japanese tatami mat. If I got that smell, I can sleep very well. I don't know that the smell can give what kind of effect to the visitors, but for myself, the tatami mat smell and my sleep is deeply related. If we select the wrong scale, that wrong scale can kill the materiality, can kill the senses. We always make real size mock-up and buy the real material. I don't believe the 3D rendering. I don't believe the normal models, because those are the tools is a kind of abstraction of the space. But if we make the real size mock-up with a real material, so we can check the relationship with the materiality and the scale. Through the installation projects, I can study the relationship between the human body and the space. As I multiply that experience into the bigger spaces, And then always installation is very necessary for us. Without installations, we cannot design a bigger building.